guys, it's me again, and I am here, but first off, look at the background. Look at this background. Oh my god, it is a peach color. And I don't know, maybe because I have the blinds open or something, but it's a peach color. Wow, a new color. Like whenever, I don't know, you go back and look at my other videos, sometimes most of the time it's just bright, other times it's really dark. I think one video you could not tell what was behind me, so it looks like a green screen. I don't know. But I am here to do a movie review that has been for a movie that you may have heard of, or you have heard of it, but you're not planning to watch it anytime soon, and it might be out at the theaters next week. But it's been getting some really great reviews, and I went to go see it because of that. I'm of course talking about Fantastic Four. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Shaun the Sheep. Now, I was not hooked when the trailer came out for this movie, because I thought it was just going to be another generic animated family film. Then I saw Armin was attached to this as well. Well, maybe I will rent it, because they have done some good things in the past. They have done the theatrical film for Wallace and Gromit, Who Cursed the Were-Rabbit, and I really like that film. And Chicken Run I thought was okay. I have not seen Pirates, Band of Misfits. I think that's Armin. Yeah, I think that's Armin. But the one film that I really hold them up to a very, very high standard on, and I think is probably one of my favorite holiday films, Christmas animated themed films out there, is Arthur Christmas. And if you guys have not seen that, it is a really, really fantastic Christmas movie, and I really do enjoy it. So, Armin's one of those production companies that just is its own thing. It's its own thing. It's not trying to copy anybody. It does its own type of humor. It does its own type of claymation. Like Laika does, while Laika is in more of the creepy type of gothic. This one is more fun, and it's more it can get away with more creativity with its I think British humor. I would say it's a lot of British humor. But I saw Shaun the Sheep because it was getting great reviews, and I was like, okay, well, maybe it's not going to be here when the next week it comes out, so let me just go see it this week, because it's made $4 million at the box office, at least in US. I think over there in UK, where it was originally released, it's about, I don't know, 50 something. I mean, they must really love their Shaun the Sheep over there. But essentially, this movie is very simple in its plot. It's about this sheep named Shaun and his flock who just who just do everything every day. I mean, nothing happens, nothing exciting happens. Just the same routine every day. They graze, they feed, and every once in a while they get sheared. So through wacky shenanigans, of course, they trap the farmer in this trailer, and the trailer ends up going all the way to the big city where the farmer loses his memory, and it's up to Shaun and his flock to get the farmer back. So that's pretty much a very, very simple plot, and nothing really new apparently, but I would like to get to what's best about this movie. And I know a lot of people have been getting good reviews, and I can see why. Because there is this one thing that it does that I don't think any other studio would even dare to do. Has no dialogue. Has absolutely no shred of dialogue. Why are you doing this, Dad? I know I'm going to eat the burger soon, okay? I need to finish my Shaun the Sheep movie review.
Do you want cheese on yours?
No.
No cheese?
No, I don't want cheese.
Just the meat and the cheese?
No, I don't want
just
cheese.
The meat and the bread?
I don't want cheese.
But you need to hurry.
I get it. I don't know if you could tell, that was my dad. I don't like cheese on my hamburgers. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, yeah, I was essentially telling the good thing about this movie. Okay, there is absolutely no dialogue. The only dialogue that you'll ever hear is like the, huh, what, and, the animal sounds and stuff like that. But that's pretty much all you ever hear. And it's really amazing. It's really amazing to think that some, like an animation studio, especially for one of those animation studios that has great word of mouth. I mean next to Pixar, I think Armin has some really great word of mouth that, I think that's why maybe because it's Armin, maybe people want to praise this movie because it's Armin, just like they do with Pixar. But it really, if you show this to me about 20 years from now, then I would say this is really timeless. This is incredibly timeless. And it's just really good for that. And that is the fact that it does not have no dialogue. It has no words that will be dated because there are no words in this. And it's like a Charlie Chaplin sketch, and it really is just visually interesting. Visually interesting because the animation is, again, a great thing about this, because it is stop motion animation, and it's the way that Armin does it, where it's all colorful and bright and has a lot of British humor to it. Visual jokes, bunch of visual jokes. And I would say that I laughed at this movie, but I did not laugh consistently through this movie. I mean, it does have some good laughs in it, but I don't know if it's going to be one that's going to be really laugh out loud funny. I mean, there is this one running joke with the bulldog that I was just constantly laughing at. But you will get some laughs in here just because Armin just does so good, just does so well with that type of humor, and I really praise him for that. And outside of what I just glorified, the fact that there's absolutely no dialogue and the fact that the animation is just incredible to look at. Outside of that, I can't really say much of a character point of view, because all it is just a motivation that the characters need to do. They just need to get the farmer back, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you don't really get to know much about their personalities, all the fact of their design, and I don't know, I can't really say much about it because, well, the film, even though it's visually great, I can't really say much of the facts of anything else because it's just there's nothing really much to say. And it's just the fact that these animated films, people think, oh, I need I heard a bunch of comedies were hardcore raunchy comedies, rated R comedies were flopping actually this summer. And people were like, well, why is that? I thought people were into raunchy comedies. And now I realize you don't need raunchiness. You don't need that rated R to get people in here. Just have some clever writing, or if you're not going to go for the clever writing like this film did, have clever visuals. Have funny, clever visuals, and your movie will get good word of mouth just for being different. I think animated films, lack, sometimes animated films just come out all too much all the time, and they do sometimes the exact same thing that I saw a couple months ago, and it suffered from that. I think it suffered from that from 2010 to 2011. I mean, it just kind of suffered from that. But you know what? Now we're getting into some really great animated films. So, enough rambling. Let me get on to my rating. And I'm going to be rating this about, because in terms of animated films that I saw this year, it is better than Minions, actually. I'll go that far to say it is better than Minions, because at least it did something different, and at least I even argue that it was even funnier than Minions. But as deep as Inside Out, no, I wouldn't say that. So I would probably give this I would give Minions a 6. I would give Shaun the Sheep a 7.5, and I give Inside Out an 8.5. Just saying, if you guys are confused about my rating system. So that's pretty much all I had to say about Shaun the Sheep. I hope you guys enjoy my review, and I hope to see you next time. And as always, JC, Animation Critic out. Hope to see you in another video, guys. Take care.